Practice yesterday was in pads. We didn't get to watch it, but how would you describe it? What was it getting in pads the first time?
I thought it was good. Guys practiced really hard. I thought guys were enthusiastic. Our O-line, our D-line was able to finally get a realistic look, and I was very pleased.
Last year you didn't go to the tight end a lot. Coach and I told us it was maybe they weren't open enough. Do you expect to use the tight end more this year?
Yeah, I think so. We've done a few different things. We put Jordan Leslie at tight end, and as well as Keanu, these new transfers, and they've been able to come in and find a role for themselves, and so that's been good. And then we've been able to incorporate a down tight end with Samson, and when Devin gets healthy, he'll be out there. And I expect to use the tight ends more this year. The nature of being in the spread offense is we're looking for one-on-one matchups, and oftentimes that comes on the outside, so that's what we saw last year.
With this being the fourth day of practice, so many new guys, how's your chemistry, how are you guys interacting out there, we're getting on the same page?
I thought it's been great, and I think that goes to show how hard guys like Jordan Leslie, Keanu, those guys came in, they learned the offense, they spent a lot of time with me in the meeting rooms, going over plays, kind of learning what I expect. And they picked it up extremely fast, and it's been really good.
Coach and I lit up when he was talking about your progression. He was pretty excited with what he's seen from you so far. Where do you think the coach's confidence in you has grown the most?
I would say just getting to know each other. We spent a lot of time last year talking and getting together and meeting, and then this off season. So as we've gotten to know each other better, that relationship has built, and he knows the time that I put into my game being as good as I possibly can. And so when he sees that, and then he sees that translate onto the field, I would say that that's where the additional trust has come from.
Can you think of something specifically that you improved on by attending the Manning Brothers camp?
I think a lot of it was we had about a 45-minute to an hour session where we could just sit and ask Peyton and Eli any question that we wanted. And so a lot of it was, Peyton's always barking orders at the line of scrimmage, and anybody that watches him can see that. We're able to learn kind of what that is all about, and that's something that I've spoken with our quarterback coach, Coach Beck, about learning the protection at BYU. They don't teach the quarterbacks protection. They don't want us to have to worry about that, but that's something that I've incorporated into my game that Peyton and Eli have stressed, and so that's one of the things that stick out to me, as well as how Peyton and Eli work with their receivers in the offseason.
We're going to hear you barking orders at the linemen more this year?
No.
I mean, no Omaha?
No, nothing like that. It's the nature of the hurry-up, so there's not a lot of checks. We do have some checks and some leeways that we get to, but nothing like what they're doing.
How's your offensive line looking?
They're looking good. I think from this spring to where we are now, we've made big improvements and great jumps, so I've been pleased with that.
You ran for 1,300 yards. Is that a benchmark you want to try again, or do you actually want to run less this year, do you think?
It's one of those things. I've spent some time looking and setting some goals for myself, and that's one of the things that's kind of difficult. It's one of those things we need to take what the defense gives us, right? And so in our run game, it's all read. So if they take the run from Jamal or Adam or whoever it is, well then it's on me. So I don't know. I mean, it would be nice if I could run less, I guess, and save my body a little bit. But if that's what they're going to give us, then that's what we'll do.
Jamal ran for like 33 times against Virginia in the opener last year. You won't have him this year. Is that going to put the onus on you, sir?
We're going to stick to our keys, and so if UConn's going to give us, the run for me, then that's what we'll take. But we got guys like Paul Lasike, who's extremely good football player. He's a powerful runner, and then Algie's a powerful runner, and Adams a guy that will hit a hole hard, and he's got some speed. So we don't need to get fancy. We don't need to do anything different than what we're used to, and we'll stick to what we've been doing.
We've seen some of the inside receivers playing running back. Is that a new wrinkle this year?
Honestly, I mean, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. I know Trey Dye played running back, in high school, and so we're going to try to incorporate him a little bit in the backfield. We got some stuff that we can do with him, but as far as Jergens, one of the Jergens Twins. That was the first time I've ever seen that, so I don't know if they're just trying to incorporate and give us, too deep with him and Trey there, but we'll see how that evolves.
You've had Michael Davis on your side of the ball, the other side. What are your thoughts of seeing him on the other side now?
He's an athlete. I think that just shows, how good of an athlete Mike is, where he can go back and forth like that. I feel bad for him that he can't really hone in on one of those skills and really work to develop into a starting position or a role where he's playing along the field. So he's at a little bit of a disadvantage there, but he's a team player, and we're lucky to have him on our team. But it's hard for me to develop a chemistry with guys like that, But hopefully, as he progresses through his career, he can specifically stay at one or the other.
It's not very often you see a guy at his size and his speed at the cornerback position. Can you tell the difference between these tall quarterbacks and maybe the littler guys?
Yeah, for sure. But when you're throwing to guys that are 6'6", it's not a big deal, I would say. But Mike's a great athlete, and he makes plays. But corner's not easy to play, so it's been a transition for him as well. I was talking to him, and he's having to struggle through it. So.